Leigh Ann, thank you so much for being here today at the LMC Media for the Sound Shore Family Guide.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Leigh Ann is in charge of the enrichment programs in the Rye Neck School District. What is enrichment? Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, enrichment is it's very multifaceted, and it's something that it's not happening just within a classroom or outside of the classroom or the beginning of the day, end of the, it's happening throughout the district in a variety of ways.
You have the 5 core classes that you take, and then this is you say incorporated in the curriculum as well as during elective periods, as well as even maybe after school.
Yep.
Okay. Can you give us an example?
Everything from in our youngest building, K through 2, we have a program right now that's running at lunchtime called Noon Pursuits, and students were invited to choose something that they were interested in investigating, whether it's, story and STEAM, where we're matching fairy tales and STEAM science experiments together, or Puppet Playhouse, where we're creating puppets and learning storytelling through puppets. There's, something like that. We also have a Wonder Studio in at Daniel Warren, and that involves everybody in the school. Every class comes once a week, and we're all, as a school-wide, studying a topic. Like right now, we're doing architecture and really taking a deep dive into that, really kind of much deeper experiential opportunities. That's just at Daniel Warren. Mm-hmm. As you go further up to Bellows, you have an idea lab, and you have seekers and solvers, and you have literary magazines. And again, further up into the middle school, robotics and different things that are woven into the classroom. And then at our high school, it's really where it kind of explodes. There are so many diverse opportunities for students to become engaged, either especially independently. There's an independent learners program where a student presents a topic that they would like to investigate, a true project base where they have an idea and they research and work on it. And it could be an initiative in the community. It could be just, it could be science-based. It could be, design-based, whatever you can imagine. And they see it through fruition and make something happen. So that's very independent, very student-based.
Can you give us an example of a senior level project?
What one of their projects? Mm-hmm. We've had students who have written books. We have had students who have connected with county leadership and wanting to work on a community-based or even a county-based issue, and kind of got into politics, basically, and just wanted to solve a problem through something like that. And we have Linda Costello, who is our our librarian at the high school, who is guiding each of these independent projects. Mm. And then they're presented at the end of the school, and it's a real deep dive into so many different topics, mm-hmm.
But they have autonomy. They decide what they want to study, what they want to pursue,
Absolutely.
What their interest is in. That's amazing. That's
right.
wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah. And we've also had enrichment experiences at the high school. This is one of my newest and favorite ones that we've done. And it was, again, it was brought to us by a high school student who was a junior, and working with the STEM department in the high school, working with their teachers, the students came up with an experiment night and invited the youngest elementary students. So, it was so multi-layered and so multifaceted, but again, so student-driven, mm-hmm. inspired, but also inspired by their enriched work in the classroom, the deep level dives that they get to go on in their classroom and their coursework. Mm-hmm. That coupled together was something that they created to offer to and get our younger students excited and hands-on and projects, and that happened. It was a special evening.
That's
Yeah.
so wonderful. I feel like there's a lot of that goes on in Rye Neck. I feel like there's a lot of student-driven ideas and opportunities, and they do kind of mesh often with the younger kids in elementary schools. And
Yeah.
so I think that's a really special dynamic that your school has.
We're really proud of that.
Well, thank you so much, Leigh Ann, for being here. We so much appreciate it.
Okay,
Thank
thanks
you for
so
telling us
much.
about the enrichment program in Rye Neck.
Thank you.
Thank you.